Hello and welcome along to episode 4 of this Christmas mini-series from FM20 Touch with me, Daniel. We're playing the Invincibles challenge with Bayer Leverkusen as we try to guide them through the last 6 games of the season unbeaten, with it try and meet all their season objectives and maybe even try and sneak into the title race. It's all dependent on other results and we're of course waiting to see how things unfold, and we start on the screen of Alexander Dragovic today as he's going to be making his first appearance of the challenge. It also helps me avoid any spoilers, so if you have missed any of the series so far, please click back on the eye above to catch up with it. You can find a link to the playlist for this series and for my long-term stories too, as well as my beta save back with Luton Town, where I was making emotional decisions with a club I support. But of course, as well as marking a halfway point in the series, today is Christmas Eve, so I hope those of you who celebrate Christmas have got everything ready for the big day, and I hope you have a wonderful festive period, and of course have a happy new year as well. But for us, we're all focused on this challenge. If you are enjoying the series, please do put a thumbs up on the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily FM20 content every day at 4:30, as well as this Christmas mini-series at midday, which will continue all the way through to Friday. So let's go and have a look at the schedule just to see how things have been getting on. We were of course here for Cologne last time out, a brilliant 5-1 win with Volland scoring 2 and assisting 3, Havertz with 2 and the other wonder kid Diaby with 1 off the bench after a narrow 1-0 win against Schalke in the second episode. Things are going swimmingly, we're staying unbeaten, and today we've got another mid-table side at home. If we go back to the main screen just to see how the table looks, luckily for us Leipzig have lost both games since we started. That means we're now just 3 points behind them, with Bayern just 3 points behind us chasing 2. 4 games left and there's still 3 teams that could win the title. It's brilliant to see and it's not as dramatic at the other end, so hopefully we'll be able to sneak that. What a wonderful achievement it would be. As we mentioned, we've got Dragovic starting today. That's because Retsos has reached 5 yellow cards. I remember in episode 1 I kept talking about players being 1 yellow away from a booking. I of course meant a suspension, but there we go, it doesn't matter too much. Frankfurt missing a few players themselves. 3 doubtful, Lucas Toro out injured. He looks a pretty good player as well. And Eric Durm, the former Huddersfield and Borussia Dortmund man, he's suspended, so they're missing their right back as well. I say as well because we've got one that's doubtful. That's of course our right back Mitchell Weiser, but luckily our other one Lars Bender's just back to fitness, so a couple of changes for the first time in the 11 today. At the Bayer Arena it's supposed to be raining all day. Good English weather for me going overseas, so hopefully I'll be able to adapt pretty nicely. Fingers crossed the team will as well. Frankfurt's manager's a pretty well known Austrian. There's been plenty of talk about him in real life. Those who follow the Bundesliga will of course know him well, and in the last season in real life he got manager of the year. They obviously got to the semi-finals of the Europa League. Luka Jovic was a star for them up front, but they lost him in the summer and they're not quite the same side since. They were in Arsenal's group in the Europa League group stages. But let's go and get into this game today. I want to just quickly see if Frankfurt have got any super players. Andre Silva, a key player, the young striker, went to Milan. Things didn't go too well for him, but now he's back at Frankfurt scoring goals. He looks to be doing pretty well. Should we just go to the first screen and see who else they've got? Danny Da Costa, a wing back, I recognise that name. Kevin Trapp in goal, he was at PSG briefly. Now he's back playing in his home country. Jonathan de Guzman, the experienced Dutch central midfielder, and Bas Dost, the big Dutch target man up front. He's a really good player with the ball to feet, so that's going to be a tough test for us as well. A really good side, they're going to give us a few problems. Sebastian Röder just back from injury down there too, so they've got so many really good players in this side, and it's going to be a very tough test for us to get through. So let's go and have a look at our side of the pitch. See the 11 we've gone for today. We're media favourites and pretty heavy ones as well. Frankfurt have been in inconsistent form. We're in strong form. We've won our last 2 of course. We'll be hoping to make that 3 in a row in this one. We won the reverse fixture earlier in the season, well before we took charge of course. So let's look at the 11 we'll be playing today. They'll be going for exactly the same shape. So the 2 changes are in the back 4. Dragovic we mentioned coming in for the suspended Retsos. And you can see on the bench Mitchell Weiser's just got a knock. Lars Bender back from injury in for him. Not quite as naturally attacking, but he's a really good experienced player, and I'll trust him to do a decent job for us today, hopefully to see us through for the 3 points. Aside from that, it's exactly as you'd expect. Lars Bender coming back into the squad, and Retsos obviously dropping out entirely. So let's go and get into the first half today. Both of the players coming in are struggling for match sharpness, but fingers crossed that won't stop them contributing to a result. We really need to keep this invincible run going. So into the game then, a 5-3-2 for Frankfurt. We'll just run through our 11 very quickly. Radecki in goal, Bender and Wendell the wing-backs, Dragovic and Tah at centre-half, Aaron Gies the deep-line playmaker, Demirbay as the advanced one on support, Havertz the number 10 running in behind Volland, with Bellarabi and Bailey chasing on the wings. Let's go and get into the first half, see if we can get on top again. I'm sure they'll sit a few behind the ball, as we've confirmed that Roeder is back in their lineup. It's Wendell on the left-hand side with a free kick, switches it to Lars Bender, he's taking on his man. Poor ball through though, Bellarabi's going to chase. In the end he puts pressure on the defender. It's cleared away to the edge of the box to Sal. Out to Folletti on the left wing. We look like we're going to be under pressure here. They've got 3 up in attack due to their formation, though Wendell does well to head away. Here's Demirbay, he's got a chance to play Volland in, looking for that through ball and he finds it perfectly. Volland beats a man and forces a good save. Tip round the post by Kevin Trapp. Really good goalkeeping, but we've still got a corner. Plenty of chances to nick a goal from here. Can we find a delivery into the back post? Da Costa heads away as far as Dragovic. Back out to the left to Demirbay. Back to Dragovic again. He's looking for that right ball. Don't want to go for the Hollywood shot there. Out to Kai Havertz on the right. Beats his man and tries to cross. His block backwards to Dragovic. He finds Demirbay again down the line to Bailey. 3 in the box if he can get the delivery right. Beats it to the back post to Bellarabi. Headed away as far as Lars Bender though, and he's able to bring it down again. Aaron Gies inside to Demirbay. Dominating possession early on, but they're sitting so many back we just can't get in behind them, and we're being restricted to long range efforts or crosses. Demirbay to Volland though, can he do something special? Aaron Gies out to the right to Bender, bit more space here if he can find the right cross, but he takes too long, he delays it a touch, and by the time he gets it in it's blocked out for a throw. 10 minutes gone though, a pretty promising start, but a bit like the Schalke game the other side are just sitting back. Bellarabi loses out in the air from the corner, Demirbay delivers again, Da Costa heads away, Aaron Gies should get there first, another chance to get it in the box. Instead he goes back to Wendell, the left back's got a chance to put it into the box, he goes back to Bender instead though, into the box on a post, goes for the shot of the front post, snap shot almost caught the keeper out, but Trapp does well to hold it. 15 gone, it's still 0-0, but Frankfurt haven't laid a glove on us. It's Demirbay into the box from a free kick, great header by Tah just over the bar, a goal kick given, it looked like it skimmed the crossbar, just went over the goalkeeper's glove. Tah with the header away in the defensive area. Demirbay back to Wendell, a quarter of the game gone now, we're still on top, we're seeing nothing from Frankfurt, we just cannot get in behind though. Here's a chance for the long ball for Havertz though, he's in one-on-one and shoots, and Kevin Trapp to the rescue yet again, tips it behind the far post for a corner. Demirbay of course will deliver as always, we just need to get the first and the floodgates will open. Demirbay delivers to the back stick, Volland heads over the bar, it was harmless, it was miles over, and he was put under enough pressure by Da Costa. He's a throw at left back for Folletti, he finds Roeder in the middle, he goes long and now Frankfurt have got a chance to counter, though Dragovic heads it away. He's knocked down in midfield, Bailey gives it away again, really sloppy from him on the left wing, probably one of the disappointments since we've joined so far. Bailey's been pouring pretty much in both games. Folletti back to the centre half, Frankfurt keeping the ball quite nicely for the first time we've seen in this match, but in the end they're forced all the way back to the keeper, the gegenpress working pretty well. Here's Toure at centre back to the keeper again. I'm tempted to go to a positive mentality, you know, I just wonder if that'll leave us a bit exposed in behind though, as Folletti's looking for that ball now. He's down the left wing, he's got a chance to go forward, Bellarabi and Bender combine well though, and he's in behind to Volland, can we finally take the lead? Another great save, Kevin Trapp, tips behind, he went for the near post Volland, and it's going to be yet another corner for us to take. Demirbay's going to swing it in again, to the front post, Tah knocks down, Havertz shot save, Volland taps in, I think it's going to be offside though, it looks like we're going over to VAR, as Kevin Volland taps it into the empty net. Clear offside, no goal given, we're seeing the replay here, Havertz shot, oh that's not clear is it? It doesn't look offside at all, one of them silly little 1mm ones, but the decision's been given and it remains goalless. Half an hour gone, we've had 6 shots on target, Frankfurt yet to have one at all, but it doesn't matter, the score's still 0-0 and we've been denied by VAR before the break. Well, half time and it's the same story as the Schalke game, how it's 0-0 we just don't know. We're going to go positive, push a bit further forward, hopefully it'll make a bit of a difference. Toure with a throw on the right though, it's Frankfurt with the first chance of this half, Andre Silva holding the ball up well, Toure holding it up on halfway. He goes back to the keeper, they're being forced backwards quite a lot here, but they're able to play out and beat the press, and it's out to Folletti on the left hand side, he gets it inside to Roeder. They've got 3 or 4 up with them, they're pushing men forward now, into the centre forward and now Kamada, Andre Silva over to Da Costa, he's in one-on-one, gonna shoot, good save, the rebound's in, and we're behind for the first time in this series. How on earth have they taken the lead? lead. First shot on target, they're 1-0 up, and we've been forced to rue the chances we've missed. They're coming forward again. I'm going to have to drop back to balanced. As soon as we've gone positive, we're getting overrun, and now they're keeping possession pretty nicely in our half. They look like the better side in this period. Is Folletti back to Ndicka over the top, into the centre forward, it could be 2, good save, the rebound's in, and now we're going to have to go very attacking. This has turned into an absolute nightmare. The Invincible run's going to be over. How on earth are we 2-0 down in this match? We dominated the first half. We've thrown it away, so complacent now, and it looks like we've got an uphill battle to climb. Well, 25 to go. I can't wait any longer. Bailey's going to come on the right-hand side. We're going to put the RB on the left. Bellarabi will make way. Aaron Geese, I think, has to come off too. We're going to leave Bender in central midfield, but he's going to be there as a ball winner. And at right back, we're going to bring on the attacking Mitchell Weiser. It doesn't matter if he's injured. We need to get ourselves back in a title race and unbeaten. 20 to go. I'm tempted to go balanced again. I know we're very attacking. That seems the right thing to do. But we've not laid a glove on them since going more positive. So I think maybe we'll go back to our standard shape. Folletti coming forward on the left again. This could be out of sight if we're not careful. I have no idea what's happened at half time. There's no team talks in this game. It can't be something that either manager's done morale wise. They've not changed anything tactically. It just seems to be a different game in this half. Weiser, the substitutes, caught out. Folletti's in. This is going to be 3, is it? Good save, or in fact it hits the post and goes out. But I've lost all that enthusiasm now. Kevin Volland's having a shocking game up front. I've just no idea what's going on. We've got a corner on the right hand side. Demirbay delivers. Bailey heads against the woodwork. It's just not going to be our day, is it? They've dominated the stats in the second half. They're levelling it up and our first one's hit the bar. We just can't catch a break at the moment. Da Costa to Andre Silva on the right. It's dominance now from Frankfurt. I've resigned myself to the unbeaten run going, and we've got to try and find a way to stay in it. It's a good save there. It's tipped over the bar, although a goal kick's been given in the end, and Hradeki's the only man stopping it being 3. What a game of 2 halves this has been. Well, I have no idea what to say about that. Can someone please explain to me in the comments, in a game that doesn't feature morale too much, doesn't have team talks, how has the second half gone that differently? Maybe it's just going positive and we weren't a good enough side, but with the top side who was dominating the first half, it seems a bit of an uneven swing. We're going to go and see what the media said about the game. Of course, one of our 3 objectives failed. You can see there we failed the challenge because we've lost a match, but we're still going to try and continue to win the Bundesliga title. You can see we had the easy difficulty on, which just meant it was a shorter challenge. I think the medium one's 9 or 10 games, and then the long term one's about 12. We'll continue with the career as we're still in the title race, although Leipzig did win their game today. So that puts the gap back to 6 points. Bayern Munich now hot on our tails, and Schalke 6 points behind can still catch us, so we could drop below our season expectations. We need to finish in the top 3, qualify for the Champions League. We've still got a sniff in the title race too. Leipzig our final home game to come. In the meantime, we've got Fortuna Dusseldorf. Let me know in the comments, is there any way we can still win the title? Of course, if we win the next one and beat Leipzig, it could be on, but it looks like it's an unlikely scenario now. Bayern Munich hot on our coattails too. But a really disappointing performance in that second half. I've no idea what changed it at half time, but with that, one of the 3 objectives of this series have failed. Not the way we wanted to go into Christmas. But either way, a massive thank you for watching this one. I really do appreciate your support with the series. If you enjoyed the video and seeing us fail the challenge, please put a thumbs up on it. Let me know down in the comments how that second half occurred. Such a chalk and cheese performance there. A few cliches coming out of the bag in this one, but of course the overriding emotion is disappointment. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM20 content from my 2 long-term stories. Don't forget the Dorking Wanderer save will be back at 4:30, so make sure you go and check out the final episode before Christmas, and we'll have something slightly different on the channel tomorrow, a bit of an update where we talk about 2020. This series will be back tomorrow at midday as usual, as we continue to try and chase the title, but of course we're no longer the Invincibles, and we're going to have to earn the respect of our fans back. But a massive thanks for watching this one, and your continued support with the series as always. I really do appreciate it. I wish you all a Merry Christmas for tomorrow, and hope you find the time to join me for the next episode. We'll still be chasing that title as we face Fortuna Dusseldorf, and fingers crossed we'll be able to get back to winning ways.